Ooh, I like that stinger there.
Thank you.
Right.
I like it very
Well,
much.
so it's only me
you
and
watch
Culture that have
stinger one more
watched Mad
time?
and Web. It's only me and Culture that watched Mad and Web. So just a few important things to note. We obviously both thought it was absolutely terrible. It's garbage. I just want to say from the off, we now know why Sydney Sweeney's assets were not on show in the movie, because she plays a bloody schoolgirl. They are school girls. Why are they schoolgirls? Why do
30-year-old
you have
schoolgirls?
full-grown adults playing schoolgirls? They're not even good actors. You could have hired actual young actors. What are you doing?
Well, I heard they were hot enough. They got somebody popping off in the theater.
Oh,
anyway.
yeah. Somebody had a Pee Wee Herman moment. Yeah, that's true. That's
What?
true.
I had not heard that.
But that's, I mean, that's one of my
Wow.
main gripes already.
Well-
is that you're choosing actors to play younger bloody girls, and they're not. It's just this is the origin story, Culture, right?
Yes.
Because you've seen it, so you know this. This is the origin story
Yeah.
of how Madame Web became blind. That's actually what this is.
Truly. This is a Spider-Man film with no superheroes. There's a supervillain. There are no
Well,
superheroes.
barely a supervillain. And the villain's lines almost sound and look dubbed over at certain points. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I think there was a lot of ADR done. Seriously, I think there was a lot of looping sessions because they had to fix stuff. So in the review that I put together, which still hasn't debuted, I don't think. I think Grant's still been working on it. I rambled for 30 minutes during my review. I was that upset.
You're selling it, just rambling. You're selling it, mate.
I'm just saying.
Mine, ladies and gents, real concise, about 8 minutes long. Just hop to it. Just quick. You want a good laugh? People find it very funny.
There is so much wrong with this. Dakota Johnson, before the film even got off the ground, before you even saw the film, in part of the promotional campaign for this film, told you, I don't know if it's even going to be good. And that the script changed from when they sent it to her to when they were filming it.
True. But let's talk about the actual film itself.
Sure.
Do you like the Spider Tribe in Peru?
I thought that was weird.
Oh, it was crap. Bloody weird Spider-Man tribe in Peru. That was garbage.
Weird. Well, look, everything here is designed to replace Spider-Man's origin and making him unique. Everything in this film is to flatten that out. Everybody's super now.
Flatten out like Sydney Sweeney's tits. Way.
Yeah. I mean, it's so bad. Okay, Spider Tribe, weird. The CGI spider. Did you see that thing?
That was bad. Yeah.
I'm like, no.
Weird.
Like the technology. Okay, here's the other problem. It's 2003. Okay, so you go from 1973 when Madame Web is born. You go to 2003 to which is the timeline that you're in. This is why the fashion is what it is. I can't believe how they frumped up these girls. By the way, Sydney Sweeney is like 26, 27 years old. They made her look like it didn't look good. Anyway, they frumped up the girls. They did all this other stuff, but you have technology in this movie that didn't exist at the time. You had they didn't even think enough to realize that the cabs that had video billboards on the top of them that are fairly recent development, they had those like running in the background. They had some older looking trains, to be sure, in New York, but that certainly aren't what you would see now. But at the same time, that was probably the only way that they were able to like keep continuity. There were some modern automobiles that were in the background in this. And I'm like going, you guys, what are you doing? You know,
they did that because they were going to set up Peter Parker further down the line, because literally Uncle Ben works with Madame Web. Peter Parker, Mary Parker is pregnant with Peter Parker in this.
Yeah.
It's just, they literally, they oh my God, they shoehorned in the great power, great responsibility line, but in a different way.
Oh, it's
When you embrace the responsibility, great power will come.
Yeah.
Piss off.
Yeah,
Oh
they
my god.
bastardized it. Yeah.
Go away. What are you doing?
Yeah. Well, that's Amy Pascal. I mean, okay, so regardless. So as you move through the movie, you recognize
No. What about is oh god, I've even forgotten the guy's name. What was the villain's name again?
Sims. Ezekiel Sims.
Yeah, Ezekiel, yeah. Ezekiel's outfit, right? He's actually a lean bloke.
He's a
right?
fit guy. He's a fit
Why
guy.
have they given him a fat suit? His
I don't
suit
know.
makes him look like he's got a beer belly.
Yeah, it's dad bod. He has dad bod like I do right now. Yeah, I'm like going, whoa,
It's
bro.
so bizarre.
Yeah, I'm like, he's fit. What are you doing? And you know,
so weird. Also, why did he die that way? Because we've seen him jumping around, landing from great heights, smashing through stuff, landing on his feet. He's fine. Oh, but if he falls down and his back's to the floor, he's going to die. He can't possibly roll around in midair.
He has super strength. How did he not just lift the steel off of himself? You know, and
so shit.
I'm like, I was watching the whole thing. I'm like going, oh, and okay. So during the course of my review, I'll say it here, and you'll have to watch the review when it comes out, hopefully later today. The key to life, success in life, and everything is compression. Just learn how to do compressions, and then solves all.
Oh
everything.
yeah,
dude, it was a compression fest.
CPR. I'll tell you what, it's compression fest. Because not only were they doing compressions, they were compressing their tits as well.
I know. It was bad.
They did other chest compressions, weren't they?
All kinds.
Wardrobe. Yes. Wardrobe
compressions, yeah. And yeah, it's so funny. Yeah, and I have to tell you, I was wiped out at the end of the movie. You know, and I had more carbs yesterday than I'd had in a while, right?
I did enjoy my popcorn.
Yeah, well, I was starving, and I normally I have like, you know, a lunch meat or you know, a hamburger or something that I take with me, but I didn't have time to put all that together. So when I got there, I got nachos, and I think I think the sudden blood sugar really caused me to be extra critical of how bad this was, because when I got back to the house, I did 35 minutes just rambling on this film.
No, it is genuinely not a good film. It's not even this is so bad it's funny. Like, the memes will definitely be hilarious when they start coming out more and more. But it was genuinely pretty terrible. Like, actually a pretty terrible movie.
Okay, so
the writing is so bad.
Well, the
you
writing
genuinely go from scene to scene. You're like, were you on speed or something editing this? Like, what are you doing? Well, it's all over the place.
Okay, so what
Ezekiel enters an opera house, randomly sits down next to a woman. Does he know her?
Okay, so
I guess so. She doesn't look like she knows him, but the whole thing's mental.
Well, it's bonkers because of a whole lot of things, including how she was able to teleport as a wanted felon or a wanted person of interest in this kidnapping that she kidnapped the three girls, by the way. It's part of the plot. Which
Well, no, not only that, Madame Web adopts full-grown adults by the end of the movie.
3.
Yeah. 3 full-grown adults.
Yeah.
Full-grown adults, not 4.
Yeah. They're family.
Yeah. What is this?
Didn't one of the actresses fire their agent after
they should have?
Huh?
Gosh,
they should have.
I think one of them did.
But Dakota Johnson's like, yeah, I'll absolutely come back for another one.
Yeah. Well, okay. So somehow Cassie Webb, who is Dakota Johnson, teleports from the U.S. to Peru.
That was super quick.
I'm like, it's like, okay, I'll be back in 3 days. It takes you a day to get where she was going. I'm like, okay, and then she get on a bus. That's day 2, and you know.
Also managed to get out of the country when she's a wanted.
That's what I was saying earlier. I'm like, she's a person of interest. It's like, how is this happening?
God, film. Honestly, so bad.
The writing was
so bad.
Writing was terrible. Acting. I will say this: Dakota Johnson actually acts. and she probably is the only thing in this film that was believable being acting. You know, I think that all those girls, okay,
She's fine.
but all those girls are capable of acting. They are. I mean, Isabella Merced, who Nate can't pronounce her name properly. Anyway, she's actually in this Alien film. What is it? Alien, not Oculus. Romulus. Yeah. So I mean, she's obviously good enough to keep getting jobs. I don't know who the heck she is, but and
I wouldn't say that, mate. A lot of people get jobs. I mean, look, Pedro Pascal's not particularly great actor. He keeps getting loads of roles, so we've already proven that today. That
but that's checkbox fever.
I don't know. I disagree. I may not like Pedro Pascal, but he is a decent actor. I don't like him personally, but I will at least stick up for him for that. Yeah, I mean, he does know how to act, and the proof is, I watched Narcos, and the moment he left the show, I lost interest in the show.
Yeah, my point of Pedro is he's not a good enough actor to get as many of the roles he's getting. Is my point.
How would this movie compare to like a CW show?
Yes. Oh yes, absolutely CW show. Yeah, like that. Yeah. That is. It's like It's like
Batwoman. This is Batwoman. Indeed. Yeah. This is.
Yeah, that is probably the best comparison. It is genuinely like Batwoman.
Yeah. Yeah, and War Monkey's right. Isabella's also going to be Hawkgirl in Superman film. Guns now no longer
steroids to get big, because man, she's not athletic.
She's a little tiny.
Jesus. Anyway, I genuinely can't recommend this even for the memes.
No.
So, do you recommend this even for the memes or not?
No. And if you get forced to see this somehow, like you've
kill the person that forced you to watch it.
Try and escape. No, but seriously, just pay attention. There's the compressions are everywhere. There's so much compression.
There is.
By the way, how often does somebody drown twice and live both times? How often does that happen?
Oh God, honestly.
And that scene was put out. I mean, I guess is it as choppy in the movie as it is in that scene they put out, or is that scene just choppy the way?
They immediately cut to her being on the piling for the bridge support when
that was the way the scene was actually. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, that's the way it was edited into the film. She's all of a sudden just up there, and he's compressing her chest. By the way, all the compressions. In fact, that's actually Madam Web compression. That's going to be I'm going to put a meme together that does that, because it's freaking crazy.
All right. Well, there you go, guys. Terrible, essentially. Just a terrible film all round.